It's time to get in the game. It's time to get in the game of business ownership. On today's episode, we're going to explore the top franchise models to get in under $150,000 and using SBA financing to finance most of all the total investment startup costs, which will fund up to 90% of total project costs. So if you're looking at a $150,000 investment range, franchise fee, working capital, the lease for the first year on the truck, employee salary for the first couple months, that is your total project cost. So let's say that equates to 150,000. We have banks that will finance up to 90% of total project costs utilizing the small SBA 7A program or the Express program. So you should get in the game and you should learn about all the benefits of SBA financing and the benefits of owning a franchise. Many people from the corporate world have never owned a business. Why I like franchising is because franchising, you're taking a system and you're following a recipe, and you could be extremely successful by following the recipe. Usually the best operators can take a system and follow a system and grow a system. Most of these businesses are not the brick and mortar fast food restaurants that you're thinking about when we say franchise. There's over 3,000 franchises. A lot of the business models we're talking about are home-based business models, low employee count. You scale the business by hiring a technician and getting a truck. And so service-based businesses really operate most of the time by adding technicians and adding a truck. And how many service calls per day can that one technician do? And really, that's how you figure out what the revenue potential is. That's why you hear about, a tree trimming business that's doing multiple $1 million in top line revenue, because the money is there with the right systems and processes. So if you're interested in business ownership, I highly recommend you go to bookwithbo.com and schedule a meeting. You can also go to boeckstein.com/events. We host an event at least once a month. Definitely join those. Those are non-threatening, and they're free. They're out there for people to learn about opportunities, different franchise models, tax strategies, and so forth. So we have a good amount of business models that you can be all in for under $150,000. So if you're able to finance with SBA and you're eligible from a credit standpoint and every other factor that goes into underwriting one of these deals, then you can finance up to 90% of total project cost. So on $150,000 total project cost, you're talking about $15,000 of an equity injection. You might call that a down payment. We call it an equity injection in the business finance world. So there is a ton of opportunity out there. And that's what this channel is all about, is helping people take advantage of opportunities out there in the business space, in the real estate investing space. And my background has been in real estate since I was 20 years old. And then over the last 6 years, I got into SBA financing. And then I got into the franchise consulting world because I love the industry. And I really want to help people understand why business ownership, why everyone should own a business. Everybody should own a business. The tax code it was written for small business owners. So if you understand that and understand that you're getting very few tax advantages being W-2, you're taxed at the highest rate at that point from the W-2 standpoint, why even if you want to keep that high paying corporate job, you should also own a small business. That's what we talk about on this channel. Then with the extra cash flow you're making, you invest in long-term assets like real estate, and you get wealthy over time. As my friend Michael Zuber says, one rental at a time. I buy into that model 100%. But I also said we need to be able to increase cash flow to save up for that down payment on that real estate, right? And so if we're stuck in a W-2 job and it's hard to save money because we're getting taxed at a high rate, and when everything else is paid out, there's no money left. We need to figure out how to get in the game. And I believe getting into business ownership makes sense. And I believe that franchising is the way for many of us, because we don't need to be that creative. We just need to be able to follow systems and processes and then have that drive to grow that business. And that business can then replace your W-2 job. And then you can focus 100% of efforts growing more franchise locations, more territories, potentially getting into multi-franchising where you own different brands. That's the power of franchising. So anyways, if you're interested, go to bookwithbo.com. We talk financing. We can talk about business acquisitions. We can talk about franchising. I'm here to help. I want to help 10,000 aspiring entrepreneurs become successful business owners over the next 10 years. So I want you to be one of them. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode. If you're looking to acquire a business, stop scrolling on Biz Buy Sell and visit franchiseresellelistings.com. We'll do a customized search. You can get on our weekly distribution where we're sending new inventory weekly to your inbox. So visit franchiseresellelistings.com and opt in today. See you there. Hey guys, Bo Exian here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.